the Ghana University Sports Association. So that's it. That's the Ghana University Sports Association Games. And that was what was held. It's the 2024 edition, which was held in 2025 at the University of Cape Coast. And the final games were on Friday, the women's football game, which was between the University of Education, Winneba, and the University of Development Studies. The University of Development Studies beat the University of Education, Winneba, by 5-1. And then also in the final for the men, it was 5-1 for the UDS against the UAW. And then KNUST took on UCC, and that was the most interesting game I've seen in a very, very long time, because just when the game started, UCC took the lead. Just about 12 minutes into the game, UCC took the lead from the penalty spots. So they take the lead, everything is going well for them, and then later on in the game, KNUST gets a red card. KNUST gets a red card in the game, and you just know that now UCC have to capitalize and go ahead and win the game. But UCC missed tons of chances. I mean, me and yous, corner kicks, headers over the bar, whatever. Then KNUST equalized just about 5 minutes to end the game. And there was no extra time. It just went straight to penalties after that. And KNUST won from the penalty spot.
It's not a Man U FA Cup.
Exactly. So that's exactly what happened. And it was shocking for me, really, because, I mean, from what I'd seen with the UCC team, they had a really good plan. But it's just that I think KNUST were a bit more resilient. KNUST won in 2023. They retained their title in 2024. And it looks like when it comes to football, the other universities can just not beat KNUST in there. So let's just hear from the KNUST coach. His name is Roy Oseyao. We listened to Roy. Let me just take you also now to some basketball news, because there was also some bit of shock in basketball, though, because with the basketball, you expect that the University of Ghana would win the basketball, because it's like a common thing, in Accra, where there's a lot of basketball games. But UCC won basketball. They played in the final with KNUST, and then they won the gold medal in there. KNUST finished with the silver medal. University of Ghana finished with the bronze medal in there as well. And then with the women basketball, UCC again won the gold medal. And then the University of Education came up with a silver medal in that one. Okay. So if it's ready,
I think maybe we can go back to the
let's go back now to KNUST coach Roy Oseyao. Coach, brilliant performance from your team. There were times when all of us watching felt like it wasn't going to be a KNUST day, but in the end it was.
I guess my guys did very well. They were determined, very confident, and they played according to our tactics and instructions. And at the end of the day, we won.
Now, I mean, when you look at the UCC team and you look at your team and you went one man down, what did you tell your players to keep cool heads to get to the penalty stage?
Well, we had to be compact. We shouldn't dwell on the ball so much. We play one-time passes, and it led to the goal.
Right. Now, big win for you, another gold medal after winning it last year. How does it feel for you and your team?
Well, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. Thanks to management, my players, medical team, and my cherished supporters.
Coach, tell us what's next for you. I mean, after these Gusa games, winning gold, what's next?
Well, I think most of the players will get opportunities to travel outside. I have to start all over again to build a formidable team, so that when we meet at Winneba, we can also display a very good performance.
Now, I mean, just before you go, how does that team building process? What's it like? Just a bit of it.
Well, I can't really talk about it now. I'm very tired, but it's demanding. You have to pick them from the scratch, from freshest games. You move to college games for you to get the core of the team. Then training also starts from there. So it's really a Herculean task, and we have to put in more effort to let them get to that particular level.
All right, so that was the KNUST coach.
Yes.
What's his name?
Roy Oseyao.
Roy Oseyao. It must have been very grueling experience.
I mean,
you concede first, one man down, you hang on.
Yes.
Late equalizer.
Yes.
You know,
But KNUST proved that. I mean, I think they had a lot of energy, and that was what helped them. But let's go on now and hear from William Eclaw, who's the coach of the University of Cape Coast team. Coach, this must be hard for you after a really good game from your side. The gold medal could not come.
Yeah, very, very disappointing. The guys played very well. We created a lot of scoring opportunity. Unfortunately, we couldn't utilize them, and that is the game of football. You get yours, you don't, and your opponent get yours, and they scored. Yes, and once they were able to score, and they came strongly into the game. Yeah, so very disappointing for me.
Now, I mean. When KNUST got the red card, I mean, what was running through your mind at that point? What did you think what did you think the outcome of the game was going to be when they got a red card?
Yes, I knew that when people are a man down, sometimes they have that extra energy because somebody has to play for the other. So I told my boy to calm down so that we could pass the ball and utilize what the space. As the captain said, general captain said, it was complacency. That was a simple ball that could have just cleared that ball, and we fumbled with the ball. They got a chance and utilized it. I told them, KNUST, this is their sixth penalties that they have played. The last Gusa till now, and all the penalties they have won. So I did not want to go into penalties. I wanted to finish the game at regulation time. But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
All right.
Yeah, that's William Eclaw there, and I mean, he just gave credence to the fact that KNUST are really good on penalties, and it's like they always practice it.
I see.
So when they take you there, it's end game for you.
They take you to the deep part of the ocean and ask you to swim.
But let me just take our listeners to the medal table, and UCC was probably a host and win competition for them because they finished with 18 gold medals, 17 silver medals, 18 bronze medals. The University of Ghana came second with 15 gold medals, 12 silver medals, and 15 bronze medals. KNUST finished third with 14 gold medals, 13 silver medals, and 9 bronze medals. The University of Education, Winneba, had 14 gold medals. Some of those gold medals came from beach volleyball and indoor volleyball as well. And their handball team was also very, very good. They also won some of the gold medals there for them. And 18 silver medals to their name, as well as 8 bronze medals. UDS also finished with 7 gold medals, 8 silver medals, and 10 bronze medals. So impressive performances from them. So they make up the medal table top 5, and that is how it has gone over the last weekend in the Gusa Games. But let's go on and hear from President of the Ghana University Sports Association. His name is Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko.
The significance of university sports cannot be overstated. Beyond the thrill of competition, university sports nurture talent, discipline, and teamwork, contributing to the growth of national sports teams and positively impacting the lives of individual sportsmen and women. These games are more than a contest. They are a celebration of dreams and a platform for shaping the leaders of tomorrow. As we look ahead, it is with great excitement that I announce that the next Gusa Games will be hosted by the University of Education, Winneba, in January 2026. We have no doubt that they will uphold the high standards we have experienced here in Cape Coast.
So that's Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko there, who's president of the Ghana University Sports Association, and you know, all the games and everything was organized by him, and a really good job done there. He's also former coach of RTU.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
he says the next one is at UEW in January 2026.
Yes, but this year there will be a West African Games where KNUST, University of Ghana, they are going to face other universities. I mean, top of my head, the University of Lagos, then University of Ilorin in Nigeria. There's also the Cheikh Anta Diop University in Senegal, and all of them are really top universities when it comes to sports. So I think that a lot of support would have to go to our universities to make sure that they do their best at these games. Also, there's one update that I do not want to forget, because if you watch the African Games, you realize that Kadman Yamwa was Ghana's gold medalist and Africa's gold medalist in high jump.
The performance in the final was really good.
Kadman set an all-time high jump record at the Gusa Games in 2020. he jumped the height of 2.11 meters. 2.11 meters at that time for the University of Ghana. But that record has just been broken at these Gusa Games by a young chap called Kenneth Okanse. Kenneth Okanse did it at 2.12 meters. So just a meter away from what Kadman did.
0.1.
0.1 actually. Yes. I'm sorry, 0.1. So from what Kadman did in 2020, that is what he has been able to break that record. And he jumped for UCC. So he won the gold medal as well. And from what I'm hearing, Kenneth is already on his way to the United States to get a lot more facilities, and hopefully he competes for Ghana and stays with Ghana in international competitions, particularly the Olympic Games. And it would be really nice to have, another high jumper aside from Rose who can qualify for Olympic Games. Now, mind you, I think that we've not spoken too much about how good Rose's record was at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Because number one, ever since Rose started at the University of Ghana, she's won gold throughout till the Olympic Games where she failed. And that was because we couldn't get her coach there. I mean, it's another side of the story. But Rose is the first ever Ghanaian woman to compete in high jump for Ghana. Now,
at the Olympics.
At the Olympics.
Yes.
The last time we had anybody compete at the Olympics in high jump was in 1964.
1964. Wait, 60 was in Rome. 64. Was it Mexico?
Yeah, it was in Tokyo.
64 was in Tokyo.
Yes.
Okay.
It was the last time a Ghanaian high jumper was there. He was a military man. I think his name is on the top of my head, but I can't quite remember.
It doesn't come to you quickly.
But
that Olympic we got a bronze.
Yes,
from Eddie Blay.
Eddie Blay.
Yes,
okay. That was in boxing.
That was in boxing. So that was in 64. So that was the last time we had. And Ghana has competed in high jump 4 times. Rose is the only one who's a woman. The other 4 times have been 2 different men, and then one of them qualified twice, to jump the high jump. So to have Kadman do it at the African Games and to have Kenneth Okanse also come in, I think that it spells good things for Ghana, and hopefully we can nurture these talents and make them better in the coming years.
Just quickly, as you, from a bird's eye view, as you scanned, through all the sport, what were your own impressions in terms of the level of ability? And competition across the board?
I think that the level of competition is a bit lacking, because when you take competitions like high jump, when you take competitions like pole vault, I mean, I have covered school sports a lot since 2018, and every time someone goes forward to do pole vault, everybody's like, hey, nah, there's a bit of a discrimination when it comes to this. So a lot of, because I always say there could be someone from Ghana who's really good at pole vault, but what foundation is the person getting at these games before they can build their confidence to do it? And it's the same with high jump, because a lot of people don't have the technicality to do high jump. I think that
it's a coaching thing.
It's a coaching thing. And what we place a lot of premium on is sprinting, long jump, triple jump. And even these days, you hardly ever see anybody doing triple jump. And so I think that the competition should be across board. It should be something that we keep encouraging these young athletes to continue doing. And at the school level, it should be compulsory that all of these guys are, doing their best. They are putting in extra energy. The schools are taking care of them extra well, because all of these talents could become bigger things for us in future. There's one thing Benjamin Azamati always says, that if he had started sprinting earlier, maybe in JHS or maybe in primary school, it could have been a better professional career for him. Now he's having to still struggle and all of that. It's not an excuse for how he has performed, over the last few years. But I think that we need to start our athletes early on, and we need to start with them very well, so that we can maximize their efforts. We can achieve a lot of great things from them. The Olympics is very important for us, and I think that a lot of these talents should make sure that they make their way there, and we should take care of them properly.
All right.